Hello and welcome back to AriCodes. Today we are going to cover the second part of the fifth lecture of data types. So as we covered in the last lecture, what are data types? Data types are basically a type of value stored within a container called variable. And with the help of the type of data type, we can understand what sort of operations can be performed on that particular variable. Since Python is a dynamically typed language, we do not need to explicitly declare what type of data type we are entering within a variable. The interpreter can automatically detect what type of data you have entered in a variable. For example, if you enter a set of integers, it will automatically consider that variable to be a integer data type. If you enter decimals, it will consider that variable to be floating data type. If you enter sentences with double quotation or single quotation, it will consider that variable to be string data type. If you enter true or false, it will consider that data type to be Boolean data type. Okay, so in this lecture, we are going to cover about sequence data type. So what are sequence data type? In simple terms, if I have to define sequence data type, it is a type of data which is specific and in organized order. Basically, what I have written here, sequence data type are built-in containers that store multiple values in specific organized order. Sequence are always organized and in specific order. That's why sequence data type. We have a total of 4 types of sequence data type in Python. Those are string, list, tuple, and range. So what are string data type? String data type are basically a type of sequence of characters which is unchangeable and ordered. And it is denoted by str and initialized using double quotation or single quotation. Here is a reference code where I have initialized a variable named string and given it a value under double quotation mark that this is a string. So when I print this variable, I will obtain this is a string as a sentence. And if I try to print the type of class this variable holds, I will obtain string class. Let's test it out. So let's see if I have said the correct thing or not. Here you can see, since I have initialized the command print string, I obtained this as a string. And then I initialized a command print the type of variable string holds. It is class string. I hope this is clear to you. So after string data type comes the list data type. If you have studied C or C++ programming language, list data type are basically arrays. So what is list data type? List data type is a flexible dynamic array which can hold multiple types of data, and it can be changeable and it should be ordered. It is denoted by list and initialized using square or rectangular braces. So here is an example code for your better understanding. I have initialized a variable named mylist, and this type of naming is called what it is called. You should comment it in the comment section. So I hope you so I can see that you have studied the past lectures. Okay, so initialize the variable mystring, and then I initialize the list data type using square braces. And as I said, it can hold multiple types of data. So within this my list data type, I have two strings, one integer and one floating point. So when I will print this variable mylist, I will obtain AriCodes 50.25. If I try to print using index number, I will obtain that particular index number. So here print mylist, and within square braces I have written 0. So if you want to print a particular element of the array, you can initialize using their index number. Here the index number of array is 0. So I have written print mylist 0. So I will obtain array here, and then I have written the type of the class of variable mylist holds. So I will obtain class list here. And lastly, I can also obtain the class type of a particular element within my array or list data type by initializing its index number using print type mylist and its index number. Here I have referred to 0.25. So here I should obtain the floating data type or class float. Let's test this out. So here, as you can see, since I initialized print the variable mylist, I got AriCodes 50.25. Then I initialize print the element within the variable mylist at the 0 index number. I got array. Then I initialized print the type of variable mylist is class list. And then I initialized print the type of element exists within my variable mylist at the third index number. I got class float. I hope it is clear to you. Okay, since I said list data type are changeable and ordered. So here changeable means that I can switch the elements within my list variable. Like if I want to replace these two with each other, like if I want that at 0 index comes code and at first index comes array, I can do that using this code. This is called item assignment. So here for this print mylist, I will obtain code array 5 0.25, and for this print mylist at index number 0, I will now obtain codes rather than array. Let's test it out. So as you can see, since I replaced them with each other, now I obtained codes array 5 0.25, and for index number 0, I obtained codes. So this is called item assignment, and this is what it means by list data type being mutable or changeable. Other than that, I can also do it like this. I can add an element within my list variable using the append attribute. Append attribute basically adds a new element within an existing list at the end of it. So using this append attribute, the new list variable should be array codes 5 0.25 67. Let's see. Here you can see AriCodes 5 0.25 67. I hope this is clear. Okay. Lastly, the tuple data type. Tuple data types are fixed size containers for mixed data type that are used for data protection from accidental modification. It is somewhat the same as list data type, but the difference is you cannot modify the elements within your tuple data type. Hence, it is immutable and ordered. So, it is denoted by tuple and initialized using parentheses, unlike with list, which is initialized using square braces. So, here is an example code, same as the last one. My tuple AriCodes 50.25, print my tuple, it should give us AriCodes 50.25. My tuple index number 1, it should give us codes. Print type my tuple, it should give us tuple data type, and print my tuple index number 5, it should give us integer. But the difference from list data type is if we try the above two things, namely the item assignment or the append attribute, we will get an error in the tuple data type because item assignment and append does not exist for tuple. That's why we use tuple for data protection against accidental modification. I hope this lecture was clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can write it in the comment section. I will try my best to clear your doubts. Till then, see you in the next lecture. Bear with us. We will raise the bar like anything. Namaste, Dunya.